Once upon a time, in a bustling city, there lived a man named Goldwyn. He was the richest person in town. Everyone knew him. Everyone respected him. But Goldwyn had a big problem. He thought he was better than everyone else. He looked down on people who weren't as rich as him. Goldwyn's house was huge. It wasn't just a house. It was a mansion. Inside, gold covered everything. Shiny statues, golden plates, even golden doorknobs. Outside, he had fields full of cows and sheep. Servants ran around doing everything for him. Goldwyn never had to lift a finger. Every week, Goldwyn went to the marketplace. He loved showing off his fancy clothes. Poor people would ask him for help. "Please, sir, can you spare some coins?" But Goldwyn just laughed. He'd say, "Why should I help you? You're just lazy." Then he'd walk away, his nose in the air. One day, an old man with a long white beard stopped Goldwyn. The old man was very wise. He said, "Goldwyn, be careful. Being rich is good, but being kind is better. If you're not humble, you might lose everything." Goldwyn thought this was the funniest thing he'd ever heard. He laughed so hard his face turned red. "Old man," he said, "I'm too rich to lose anything." Goldwyn decided to throw a big party. He invited all the rich people in town, but he told his guards not to let any poor people in. "This party is just to show off how rich I am," he declared. The party was amazing. There was so much food. The tables were breaking. Music played all night. Goldwyn was having the time of his life. In the middle of the party, Goldwyn stood up. He raised his golden cup high. "Listen, everyone," he shouted. "I'm so rich nothing can touch me. No person, no spirit, not even a god can take my money away." Everyone clapped, but some people looked worried. They thought Goldwyn was being too proud. That night, after the party, Goldwyn had a strange dream. A dark shadow appeared. It had glowing eyes. The shadow whispered, "Goldwyn, change your ways. Be kind, be humble, or else—" Goldwyn woke up sweating. But as soon as the sun came up, he forgot all about the dream. He became even meaner to his workers. He made them work harder for less money. Then something terrible happened. No rain fell for months. The crops in the fields started dying. People in town were getting hungry, but Goldwyn wasn't worried. "I have lots of food stored away," he thought. His workers begged him to share food with the town. "Please, sir, people are starving." But Goldwyn just laughed. "That's their problem," he said. "I worked hard for my food. They should do the same." But things started to go wrong for Goldwyn. First, thieves broke into his barns at night. They stole sacks of grain. Goldwyn's guards didn't stop them. The guards were angry because Goldwyn treated them badly. They pretended not to see the thieves. Then something really strange happened. Goldwyn's gold started disappearing. Every morning, he'd find empty treasure chests. Gold coins would vanish from locked rooms. Goldwyn was furious. He thought the villagers were stealing from him. He yelled at everyone. He threatened to punish the whole town. But the truth was, no one dared to go near his house anymore. They were too scared of him. Goldwyn's children couldn't take it anymore. They were ashamed of how mean their father had become. One by one, they left home. Goldwyn didn't care. "I don't need them," he said. "I have my money." But deep down, he felt lonely. One night, a huge storm hit the town. Wind howled like angry wolves. Rain poured down in sheets. Lightning flashed across the sky. Goldwyn's mansion shook. Cracks appeared in the walls. Suddenly, with a mighty crash, the whole building fell down. The storm washed away all of Goldwyn's treasures. In one night, he lost everything. The next morning, Goldwyn found himself standing in the street. He had no home, no money, no food. His fancy clothes were rags now. He walked to the marketplace where he used to show off. But now, people turned away when they saw him. No one wanted to talk to the man who had been so cruel. Hungry and tired, Goldwyn sat under a big tree. It was the same tree where the wise old man had warned him long ago. Goldwyn thought about everything that had happened. For the first time, he realized he had been wrong. "I was so proud," he said to himself. "I thought my money made me special, but it just made me mean. I wish I had been kinder to people." As Goldwyn sat there, he saw a poor family sharing a small loaf of bread. Even though they had little, they looked happy. Goldwyn understood something important. Being rich doesn't make you a good person. Being kind and humble does. The story of Goldwyn spread through the town. People told it to teach their children an important lesson. Pride can make even the richest person poor, but kindness makes everyone rich in spirit. From that day on, people in the town were kinder to each other. They learned that helping others is more important than having lots of money. And as for Goldwyn, he had to start his life over. But this time, he decided to be humble and help others whenever he could. He learned that true happiness comes from being kind, not from being rich.